Imagine you're outside playing in a flat, open area when a live grenade suddenly rolls to your feet. What would you do to maximize your chances of survival? Many people instinctively think to pick it up and throw it away, but that's not as easy as it sounds. Consider the Mark II grenade, the most produced during World War II. When the enemy pulls the pin and throws the grenade, releasing the lever triggers the firing pin to strike the primer, igniting a 4-second fuse. By the time it reaches your feet, only about 1 second remains. It's nearly impossible to pick it up and throw it away in such a short time. If you spot the grenade and immediately run before diving to the ground, you can cover 4 to 5 meters in 1 to 2 seconds. The Mark II grenade has grooves that create over 40 fragments upon explosion. Lying flat with your heels facing back minimizes your exposure to the blast, reducing your chance of being hit by shrapnel to less than 1%. Let's consider another scenario. If you're playing by a pond and 2 grenades are thrown from an unknown direction, one landing at your feet and the other in the water, what would you do? Would you run and lie flat on the ground, or jump into the water? If you choose to jump into the water, your chance of being hit by shrapnel is almost zero because water resistance is 800 times greater than air resistance. Experiments have shown that even a powerful AK-47 has an effective range of less than half a meter underwater, so the grenade fragments pose no threat to you in the water. So is jumping into the water the best option? Not, if you do not consider the impact of shrapnel. When the Mark II grenade explodes on land, the lethal range of the shockwave is only 1.5 meters because the air is easily compressed, and if the shockwave exceeds this range, the pressure will quickly decrease to below 517,008, and it is difficult to cause fatal injury to the human body, but it is completely different underwater. When the explosion occurs, because the water is not easily compressed, the energy of the shockwave can be transmitted over a long distance. The human body's mouth, nose, lungs, stomach, and other organs contain a large amount of air, which is equivalent to a balloon filled with half water and half air. Once the shockwave acts on the balloon, the air inside the balloon is compressed and the surface will be torn and twisted under irregular pressure, and it is very important to make your heart, liver, and lungs far less elastic than the balloon. So it is conceivable that if the person is in the water at this time, the shockwave will stir up the organs containing air in the human body. So to sum up, if you choose to sprint forward, throw yourself on the ground. You have a 1% chance of being hit by shrapnel, but if you choose to jump into the water, you might end up spending the rest of your life there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.